Life is full of twists and turns, often leading us down paths we never expected. No matter how much we plan or prepare, there will always be moments when things take an unexpected turn. We set goals, create schedules, and try to map out our futures, but life has a way of throwing surprises at us. Sometimes these surprises are pleasant, like stumbling upon a new opportunity or meeting someone who changes our perspective. Other times they come as challenges, setbacks that test our patience, resilience, and strength. But whether good or bad, these unpredictable moments shape who we are and push us to grow in ways we never imagined. From a young age, we are taught to dream big and work hard to achieve our goals. We are told that if we follow a certain path, success will come. However, reality often tells a different story. There are countless examples of people who started on one path only to be led in a completely different direction. Some of the most successful individuals in history did not reach their achievements by following a perfectly laid out plan. Instead, they adapted to life's unpredictability, turning unexpected challenges into stepping stones. Think about the times when things didn't go as planned. Maybe you prepared for an exam for weeks, yet the questions on the test were nothing like what you expected. Maybe you worked tirelessly for a promotion, only to see it go to someone else. In moments like these, it's easy to feel disappointed, even frustrated. But what if these moments weren't meant to stop us, but rather redirect us? What if, instead of seeing them as failures, we saw them as opportunities in disguise? Consider the story of someone who set out to become a doctor but ended up as an entrepreneur. Initially, it may have seemed like they failed in their pursuit, but later they discovered their true passion in business. Had everything gone according to plan, they might have spent years in a profession that didn't truly fulfill them. Life's unpredictability forced them to pivot, and in doing so, they found success and happiness in a field they never considered before. The same idea applies to relationships. We meet people, form connections, and build friendships believing they will last forever. But sometimes relationships change, people drift apart, and unexpected endings happen. At first, these changes may feel like losses, but over time, we realize that every person we meet teaches us something valuable. Some teach us about love, others about patience, and some about resilience. Even when relationships don't unfold as expected, they still leave a mark on our lives, shaping our future interactions and helping us grow. Even in daily life, unpredictability is everywhere. A sudden change in the weather can disrupt well-made plans, a missed bus can lead to an unexpected adventure, and a casual conversation with a stranger can open doors to new possibilities. Some of life's most memorable moments happen when we least expect them. If everything always went according to plan, there would be no excitement, no room for surprises, and no opportunity for growth. Uncertainty can be uncomfortable because it takes us out of our comfort zones. It forces us to let go of control and embrace the unknown. But within that uncertainty lies the beauty of life. The best moments, the biggest lessons, and the greatest joys often come from the unexpected. Instead of fearing unpredictability, we should learn to welcome it, knowing that even when life takes us in a different direction, there is always something valuable to be gained. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to be avoided at all costs. From a young age, people are taught to fear failure, to view it as a sign of weakness or incompetence. However, history and personal experiences constantly prove that failure is not the end, but rather a crucial step toward success. Every great achievement, every groundbreaking discovery, and every inspiring story is built on a foundation of failures that served as lessons, guiding individuals toward improvement, innovation, and eventual success. Many of the most influential figures in history faced countless failures before they achieved greatness. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his repeated failures, he famously stated that he had not failed, but instead found thousands of ways that did not work. His persistence and willingness to learn from failure eventually led to an invention that changed the world. Similarly, Walt Disney was once told he lacked imagination and was even fired from a job because of it. Yet he went on to create one of the most successful entertainment empires in history. These stories serve as reminders that failure is not something to be ashamed of, but rather something to embrace as part of the journey. The lessons learned through failure are often more valuable than those learned through immediate success. When things go wrong, individuals are forced to reflect, analyze mistakes, and find new approaches. These moments of reflection and adjustment lead to greater understanding and personal growth. A person who succeeds without facing challenges may never develop the resilience, problem-solving skills, and perseverance that come from overcoming setbacks. Failure teaches patience, determination, and the ability to adapt, qualities that are essential for long-term success in any field. In sports, business, science, and even personal development, failure plays a critical role in shaping individuals into stronger, wiser, and more capable versions of themselves. Athletes often lose games before mastering their craft. Entrepreneurs experience financial losses before building successful companies, and scientists conduct countless failed experiments before making a breakthrough. Each failure is a stepping stone, pushing individuals to try harder, think differently, and approach problems from new angles. Without failure, there would be no innovation, no progress, and no true sense of accomplishment. Even in daily life, failure serves as a powerful teacher. A student who struggles with a subject may feel discouraged, but those struggles force them to put in extra effort, seek help, and develop better study habits. A job interview that does not go as planned might feel like a setback, but it can provide valuable insight into how to improve for the next opportunity. Rejection, disappointment, and mistakes may feel like obstacles, but in reality, they are guiding individuals toward a better path. Every challenge faced and every setback encountered is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. The fear of failure often holds people back from taking risks and pursuing their dreams. Many individuals hesitate to step out of their comfort zones because they are afraid of making mistakes or facing rejection. However, those who achieve great things understand that failure is not something to be feared, but rather an essential part of the process. They recognize that every failure brings them closer to success, and instead of letting setbacks discourage them, they use them as motivation to push forward. Resilience is built through failure. It strengthens character, deepens understanding, and proves that success is not about avoiding mistakes, but about learning from them. Those who embrace failure, who see it as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock, are the ones who ultimately achieve their goals. The journey to success is never a straight line. It is filled with ups and downs, moments of doubt, and unexpected challenges. But with persistence, adaptability, and a willingness to keep moving forward despite setbacks, failure becomes not a limitation, but a powerful force that leads to success. Unexpected challenges have a way of appearing when they are least wanted, disrupting carefully made plans and pushing people into uncomfortable situations. At first, these challenges may seem like roadblocks, obstacles that stand in the way of progress. However, as time passes and perspectives shift, it becomes clear that many of these difficulties carry hidden benefits. They force individuals to think creatively, adapt to new circumstances, and grow in ways they never imagined. What may seem like a setback in the moment often turns out to be a crucial turning point that leads to greater achievements, stronger character, and a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. Throughout history, some of the greatest discoveries and innovations have come from unexpected challenges. Scientists, inventors, and entrepreneurs frequently encounter problems that threaten to derail their work, yet it is in facing these challenges that they make breakthroughs. Alexander Fleming, for example, discovered penicillin not because he was actively searching for it, but because of an unexpected mold that grew in one of his petri dishes. Had he dismissed the mistake and discarded the dish, one of the most significant medical discoveries in history might never have happened. His ability to recognize an opportunity within an unexpected challenge changed the course of medicine and saved countless lives. In everyday life, challenges shape people in ways they may not immediately recognize. When things go according to plan, there is little reason to step outside of comfort zones or seek new solutions. However, when faced with an unexpected difficulty, people are forced to think differently, to push beyond their limits, and to develop new skills. A person who loses a job may initially feel discouraged, but that loss may lead them to explore a career path they never considered before, one that brings greater fulfillment and success. A failed relationship may seem painful in the moment, but it can teach important lessons about communication, self-worth, and what truly matters in a partner. Even minor inconveniences like getting lost in an unfamiliar place can lead to unexpected discoveries and memorable experiences. Resilience is built through facing and overcoming challenges. The ability to handle setbacks with patience and determination is what separates those who thrive from those who remain stuck. Every time a challenge is faced and conquered, confidence grows, making future difficulties easier to navigate. People who embrace challenges instead of avoiding them develop the kind of mental and emotional strength that allows them to handle whatever life throws their way. This mindset turns difficulties into opportunities, struggles into stepping stones, and failures into lessons that pave the way for future success. Many of the most inspiring personal stories come from individuals who turn their hardships into something meaningful. A person who experiences a major health scare may come out of it with a renewed appreciation for life, choosing to live with greater purpose and passion. Someone who faces financial struggles may learn valuable lessons about resilience, creativity, and resourcefulness, ultimately finding a way to build a better future. These stories remind everyone that even when things seem to be falling apart, there is always the potential for growth, transformation, and unexpected success. Perspective plays a crucial role in how challenges are handled. Two people may face the same difficult situation, but one may see it as a disaster while the other views it as a chance to learn and improve. Those who approach challenges with a mindset of curiosity and openness often find that the very obstacles they feared the most are the ones that help them the most. No one enjoys facing hardships, but those who accept them as part of life and use them as opportunities for growth end up stronger, wiser, and better prepared for whatever comes next. Instead of resisting unexpected challenges, embracing them with the understanding that they often lead to hidden opportunities can make all the difference. Perspective shapes the way people see the world, influencing thoughts, emotions, and actions in every situation. Two individuals can experience the exact same event yet walk away with entirely different interpretations based on their perspectives. It is not always the circumstances themselves that define an outcome, but rather the way those circumstances are perceived. Challenges can either be seen as obstacles or opportunities, failures as defeats or lessons, and setbacks as reasons to give up or reasons to try again. The ability to shift perspective can be the difference between feeling stuck and finding a new path forward, between despair and hope, between frustration and growth. Throughout history, perspective has played a crucial role in shaping success stories. Many of the world's greatest innovators, leaders, and artists faced hardships that could have discouraged them, but instead they chose to view those hardships as stepping stones. Helen Keller, who lost her sight and hearing at a young age, could have seen her circumstances as insurmountable. Instead, she approached life with a perspective of possibility and perseverance, proving that limitations are often a matter of mindset rather than reality. Similarly, Albert Einstein, who was labeled as a slow learner in his early years, did not let that perception define him. Instead of accepting the belief that he was not intelligent, he viewed learning differently and went on to revolutionize science. These examples highlight how perspective is not just about what happens, but about how one chooses to interpret and respond to it. In daily life, perspective plays a role in everything from relationships to career growth to personal happiness. A person who faces rejection may see it as proof that they are not good enough, while another may see it as motivation to improve and try again. Someone stuck in traffic may view the delay as a frustrating inconvenience, while another may take it as an opportunity to listen to music, reflect, or simply enjoy a moment of stillness. Even difficult situations, such as losing a job, can be viewed in different ways. One person may see it as a failure, while another may recognize it as a push toward a better opportunity that they wouldn't have otherwise considered. The external situation remains the same, but the way it is perceived makes all the difference in how it affects a person's life. Perspective also has a powerful effect on emotions. When faced with a challenging situation, negative thoughts can quickly take over, making a problem seem bigger than it actually is. However, a shift in perspective can turn anxiety into confidence, self-doubt into determination, and frustration into patience. Instead of dwelling on what is wrong, looking at what can be learned or how a situation can be improved brings a sense of control and hope. People who train themselves to see the good in every situation, even in small ways, tend to feel more positive, motivated, and capable of handling life's ups and downs. Personal growth often comes from changing perspective. Many people hold on to limiting beliefs about themselves, believing they are not talented enough, not smart enough, or not lucky enough to achieve what they want. However, those who challenge these beliefs and shift their mindset to one of growth and possibility often surprise themselves with what they can accomplish. Seeing challenges as opportunities to learn rather than reasons to quit, viewing criticism as constructive rather than discouraging, and recognizing failure as part of the journey rather than the end of it all lead to continuous improvement. The power of perspective is that it can change everything without changing anything externally. The same day, the same event, the same challenge can either be seen as a burden or as a blessing, depending on how it is viewed. Every person has the ability to choose their perspective, and by doing so, they gain the power to shape their own experiences, find solutions where others see problems, and create a life that is not defined by circumstances, but by the way they choose to see and respond to them. History has always been a testament to the idea that failure, challenges, and setbacks often lead to success. The greatest achievements of humankind have not come from those who had an easy path, but from those who faced obstacles, endured hardships, and refused to give up. Time and time again, history has proven that what may seem like a failure in the moment is often just a stepping stone towards something greater. The lessons learned from past events and individuals serve as reminders that persistence, resilience, and adaptability are the true keys to success. One of the most well-known examples is Abraham Lincoln, who faced numerous defeats before becoming one of the greatest presidents in U.S. history. Before he was elected, he failed in business, lost multiple elections, and struggled with deep personal losses. Many would have given up after facing so much disappointment, but he continued forward, believing that every setback was a lesson rather than a sign to quit. His leadership during one of the most challenging times in American history proved that perseverance, even in the face of overwhelming difficulty, can lead to extraordinary success. Another example is Thomas Edison, whose name is now synonymous with invention and innovation. Before successfully creating the light bulb, he failed thousands of times. Instead of viewing these failures as proof that he could not succeed, he saw them as necessary steps toward progress. His determination and refusal to accept defeat led to the creation of a device that changed the world forever. Without those failures, there would have been no success, and without his belief that every attempt brought him closer to his goal, he might have given up long before making his breakthrough. History also shows that some of the most successful companies and industries were born out of failure. Walt Disney, now a global entertainment icon, was once told he lacked creativity and was even fired from a newspaper job for not having enough imagination. His first business venture failed, but instead of giving up, he used what he learned from those failures to create one of the most successful entertainment empires in history. Similarly, Steve Jobs was fired from his own company, Apple, before later returning and leading it to become one of the most innovative and profitable companies in the world. These stories prove that setbacks are not permanent unless they are accepted as such. Those who use failure as motivation rather than defeat often go on to achieve even greater success than they initially imagined. Beyond individual stories, historical events also show that great achievements often emerge from adversity. During World War II, the world faced some of the darkest times in history, yet the period that followed led to some of the greatest advancements in medicine, technology, and global cooperation. The need to overcome challenges pushed scientists to develop groundbreaking medical treatments, engineers to create new technologies, and nations to work together in ways they had never done before. Without these challenges, many of the advancements that shape modern life might not have happened as quickly or at all. Even in social movements, history proves that hardship and struggle are often the catalysts for change. The fight for civil rights, gender equality, and freedom in many parts of the world did not come easily. Those who led these movements faced criticism, rejection, and even danger, yet their perseverance led to monumental changes. Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and countless others fought against seemingly impossible odds, yet their struggles paved the way for a better future. Their journeys were not smooth and their victories were not immediate, but history proves that lasting success is built through resilience and persistence. The lessons history teaches are clear. No great success comes without struggle, and no meaningful achievement happens without failure along the way. The names remembered in history are not those who never failed, but those who failed, learned, and kept moving forward. Whether in science, politics, business, or social change, the same pattern repeats itself. Challenges, setbacks, persistence, and ultimately success. The past serves as a reminder that difficulties are not the end of the road, but rather a necessary part of the journey. Life often leads people in directions they never expected, sometimes steering them completely opposite to where they originally intended to go. While the instinct may be to resist these changes, history, personal experiences, and countless success stories prove that embracing the opposite direction can lead to outcomes far greater than what was initially planned. The fear of change and uncertainty can make it difficult to accept a new path, but those who trust the process often find themselves in places they never imagined, achieving things they never thought possible. Many people set out with a specific vision of their future, believing they know exactly what they want. They work toward a goal, follow a structured plan, and expect a certain outcome. However, life does not always unfold in a straight line, and unexpected detours often appear. A job opportunity may not work out, a relationship may take an unexpected turn, or a dream may not come to fruition. In these moments, the immediate reaction may be disappointment or frustration, but what seems like a setback is often a redirection towards something better. The willingness to embrace the opposite direction rather than resist it allows new opportunities to emerge. History is filled with stories of individuals who found success by going in an entirely different direction than they originally planned. Oprah Winfrey started as a news anchor but was fired because she was considered unfit for television. This unexpected shift led her to pursue talk shows, where she became one of the most influential media personalities of all time. Had she clung to her initial career path, she might never have discovered her true calling. Similarly, J.K. Rowling faced rejection after rejection before her manuscript for Harry Potter was finally accepted. Her struggles and failures pushed her in directions she never planned, but ultimately they led her to incredible success. In everyday life, embracing the opposite direction often leads to personal growth and fulfillment. A person who dreams of living in one city may end up moving somewhere completely different due to circumstances beyond their control, only to find that the new place offers opportunities they never considered. Someone who loses a job may discover a new career path that brings them greater happiness and success than their original plan ever could. Relationships, friendships, and personal aspirations all evolve in unexpected ways, and those who remain open to change often find themselves in situations that exceed their expectations. Fear is one of the main reasons people resist change. The uncertainty of an unknown path can feel intimidating, making it easier to cling to what is familiar, even if it no longer serves them. However, some of the best things in life come from stepping into the unknown, trusting that even if things do not go as planned, they are still going exactly as they should. The most fulfilling journeys often begin when people let go of their rigid expectations and allow life to unfold naturally. Challenges and failures are often signals that it is time to change direction. When something is not working, rather than viewing it as a dead end, it can be seen as a sign to explore a different path. Those who embrace change instead of fearing it are the ones who continue to grow, evolve, and succeed. Every moment of doubt, every unexpected turn, and every closed door can lead to something far greater if approached with an open mind. The key to embracing the opposite direction is trust. Trust in oneself, trust in the journey, and trust that even when things do not go as planned, they are leading to something meaningful. Life has a way of guiding people to exactly where they need to be, even if the path looks different from what was expected. By remaining open to new possibilities, welcoming change instead of resisting it, and seeing detours as opportunities rather than setbacks, the opposite direction can become the path to something even greater than what was originally imagined.